Hello and welcome back to Profit Path. And what a day it's been so far. We've got fireworks literally everywhere. US stock markets are on fire. All three major indices have hit fresh record highs today. The Nasdaq is leading the charge, followed by the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. So how did they do? Well, let's start with the numbers. The Dow Jones went up by 296 points, or about 0.8%. The S&P 500 was up 43 points, or 1.1%, and the Nasdaq Composite added a whopping 202 points, or 1.9%. Now let's quickly look at some key movers. Number 1, Oracle. The stock is up more than 20%, which means Oracle has officially joined the exclusive 20% gainers club today. And what triggered this massive jump? Well, the reason is simple: strong future growth. Despite missing estimates on some key metrics, the company's cloud revenue and future guidance have investors super optimistic. In fact, Oracle's earnings per share came in at $1.07 versus the estimated $1.10. However, revenue at $13.2 billion was slightly higher than estimates of $13.1 billion. But here's the kicker: their guidance for next year is way better than expected. This is driving today's rally. Number 2, Palantir. Their stock is up almost 4% today. Why? Well, Morgan Stanley has initiated coverage with an overweight rating and a price target of 10. Now that's a 30% upside from current levels. Analysts believe that Palantir's strong partnerships with the US military and other government units will drive future growth. Number 3, TSMC. The stock is up more than 2% today. And why is that? Well, industry sources are reporting that Apple will significantly increase its orders for 3nm chips from TSMC. Apparently, the new iPhone 15 lineup will feature these advanced chips, which bodes well for TSMC. And number 4, CVR Energy. This stock is up a whopping 40%. Why? Well, that's because the company beat both earnings and revenue expectations. CVR Energy is a refining and marketing company, so it benefits when oil prices are high. And guess what? Oil is still trading near the $80 mark. On the flip side, Synopsys is down by 5.5%. They missed on earnings estimates, which is weighing on the stock today. Now let's quickly look at what's happening in the broader markets. The Russell 2000 is up 0.9%. It's also at a record high. The global ex-US index is up 0.9%, and even silver is up 2.6%. Today, we saw buying across the board. And what about bonds? Well, the 10-year Treasury yield is down at 3.85%. This suggests that investors are still betting on a rate cut in July. Now let's turn our attention to Asia. Most markets ended the day on a positive note. Japan's Nikkei went up by 0.5%, Hang Seng climbed 0.7%, and the ASX 200 edged up 0.2%. However, Shanghai was flat, with a minuscule rise of 0.1%. Now, the big story in Asia today is India. The Sensex jumped over 400 points and Nifty 50 crossed the 25,000 mark. Both Sensex and Nifty hit fresh record highs today. And what drove these gains? Well, 2 key factors. Number 1, there's renewed optimism around the US-India trade deal. And number 2, speculation is rife that India may reduce GST rates on SUVs and luxury cars. This could boost auto sales, and the auto sector is already up 4% today. Anyway, I'll keep you posted with all the latest developments. Now please note that I'm not a registered financial advisor. These are my own thoughts and opinions, so please consult your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now let's get back to the video. Look, with the Fed rate cut hopes on the rise, earnings surprises from mega-cap tech stocks like Oracle are powering today's momentum. However, keep in mind that energy and industrial sectors are still on the sidelines. They're keeping a close eye on upcoming CPI and PPI inflation data, as it will influence the Fed's next move. So basically, we're in this weird situation where tech is rallying on rate cut hopes, but other sectors are waiting on the sidelines for inflation data. So what should you do? Well, personally, I would say if you have exposure to mega cap tech, you could book profits, especially if you've made good gains. On the other hand, if you have exposure to other sectors, you might want to hold on tight because there's potential for upside if inflation data comes in weaker than expected. Alright, so that's it for today. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this rally has legs, or are we due for some profit taking? Drop your take below. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to Profit Path. Make sure you hit the bell icon to never miss an update. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us grow. Until next time, take care.